fans and welcome inside the IRA Civic Center. We're running behind a little bit here as it's senior night for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. The final game of the regular season. And we're bringing you that live right now from Grand Rapids.
Number 35, goalie, Jacob Michelle.
It's okay.
Jacob is here with his parents, Steve and Allison Michelle. His future plans include attending St. John's University this coming fall and studying marketing as well as playing lacrosse. Let's give Jacob and his parents a big round of applause, please. Next, number 6, forward, Cooper Rodzinski. Cooper is here with Ron Rodzinski. He tells us that he's interested in pursuing a career in the field of the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources. Let's give Ron Cooper a big round of applause. And now, your captain, number 30, goalie, Art Blackman. Carter is here with his mom and his dad, Paul and Tracy Blackman. They'll be playing junior and hockey this coming season. After that, he will be attending college. The plans on majoring in engineering. Let's give Carter, his mom, and his dad a big round of applause. Next up, number 22, Brandon Gordon. Brandon is here with his mom and his dad, Jason and Kelly Gordon. Brandon will be pursuing a career in law enforcement. He also enjoys golfing and fishing, but his real passion is snowmobiling in the mountains. If he could, he would love to live in Colorado and snowmobile every day. Let's wish him the best of luck and give a big hand to Jason, Kelly, and their son Brandon. Next up at 19, Captain Wyatt Miskovich. Wyatt is here with mom and dad, Pete and Molly. His plans include attending St. John's University this coming fall. He's not exactly sure what he wants to pursue, but he has an interest in both engineering as well as architecture, or he might even follow his dad's footsteps and pursue dentistry. Let's give Molly, Peter, and their son Wyatt a big round of applause. Now, number 14, forward, Andre Murphy. McCray is here with his mom and his dad, Aaron and Amber Murphy. McCray tells me he's undecided at this time as to his future plans, but he does hope to be playing a little bit of hockey here the next couple of weeks down in the Big South Energy Center. Let's give McCray, his mom Amber, and his father Aaron a big round of applause. Next, defenseman, number 17, Grant Wilson. Willie is here with his mom and his dad, Jeff and Michelle Wilson. He tells us that he plans on attending college at ICC this fall and to begin his degree in business administration. Let's give Michelle, Jeff, and their son a big round of applause. mom and dad, Brian and Amy. He tells us that he plans on attending a 4-year college. He especially likes to hang out with his friends and his family when he gets an opportunity. He wants to have fun, experience life, and he'll see where it takes him. Let's get Wyatt, his father Brian, his mom Nikki. A big round of applause. Before we go, I'd like to take an opportunity to pay special attention to cheerleader, senior, Sophie Wilson. Sophie could not be here tonight, but she is one of our Thunder Hawk cheerleaders. Her mom and dad are Jeff and Kathy Kessel. Sophie says she will continue her education this fall at the College of St. Scholastica. She'll be majoring in music education. She also hopes to be in the cheerleading squad at Scholastica as well. Let's give this group, both players and their parents, a special round of applause. And let's thank them for all they do to Grand Rapids Hockey.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Grand Rapids and boys high school hockey matchup between the Hermantown Hawks and the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. This game is brought to you by the Rink Sports Grill in Evelyn. They offer casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or menu. The Rink Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. They also offer large and small group seating with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet. They can cater your event, party, or meeting. That's the Rink Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Evelyn, Minnesota. Check them out today. Waiting for the Hermantown Hawks to get on the ice here at the IRA Civic Center. This game is brought to you by the Rink Sports Grill in Evelyn. They offer casual family dining and a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rink Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. This game is also brought to you by Minnesota Twist Trail in Chisholm. They are a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey, and they wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun. Iron Range Apparel. Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Iron Range Goalie Academy serving the Arrowhead region's goaltenders in camps, association clinics, and one-on-one training at their facility in Coleraine. Call them today at 218-256-1501. Check out Iron Range Goalie Academy on Facebook and Instagram. And Art Car Repair, located off of Highway 169 in Buell. Here at Art Car, we pride ourselves in professional and friendly service with competitive pricing. We specialize in everything from oil, tire, and brake servicing to diagnostics and engine repairs. Whatever it is, bring your car to Art Car, and they are here to help. To make an appointment, call them today at 218-258-4330, and they'll keep your vehicle on the road to the state tournament. And are you a pet owner going to be gone for a hockey tournament or vacation? Whatever it is, bring your pet to Pup North Pet Lodge on Clyde Road in Evelyn. Nancy and Dave at Pup North will treat your pets like their own. Call them today at 218-744-1477 That's 218-744-1477 for rates and availability. So right now we have the starting lineups, starting with the Hermantown Hawks, and then the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks from the IRA Civic Center.
Let's make it better since this is our national anthem.
The starting goalies for tonight's game are presented by Iron Range Academy, serving the Arrowheads goaltenders at camps, associations, clinics, and one-on-one training at their facility in Coleraine. Contact them today at 218-256-1501. Check out Iron Range Goalie Academy on Facebook and Instagram. In goal for the Hermantown Hawks is Jacob Backstrom, coming up with 16 wins, 2 losses, and 4 ties. A goals against average of 1.97, a save percentage of .898. And Grand Rapids in goal tonight, Carter Clafton, record of 18-7-1, goals against average of 1.65, and a save percentage of .932.
And tonight's opening face-off is brought to you by Our Car Repair, located off of Highway 169 in Buell. They specialize in everything from oil, tire, and brake servicing to diagnostics and engine repairs. To make an appointment, call them today at 218-258-4330. That's 218-258-4330. Or check them out on Facebook at Our Car Repair, and they'll keep your vehicle on the road to the state tournament. So here we go. After a senior night ceremony at the IRA Civic Center, we're ready for hockey. It's the Hermantown Hawks and Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. An exciting matchup tonight, interesting matchup. Offense versus defense. Of course, Hermantown just has that offensive firepower. A lot of players that can put the puck in the nets. And then Grand Rapids, last 14 games, 12 goals allowed. Just an outstanding streak for them. So it's going to be just a fun one here tonight. And we'll see if things even out with a good offense going against a good defense and a good goaltender, too, for Grand Rapids and Carter Clafton.
Yeah, both goaltender Carter Clafton has been really sharp for the Thunderhawks this year so far on the season. Carter Clafton with 4 shutouts for the Thunderhawks. We're ready to go here. Blake Biondi and Brandon Holcomb to get it underway in Grand Rapids. We're underway. Wilson gets it over on the other side and knocked out head by Zelke behind the net. Backstrom plays it. And picking up is the Hermantown Hawks. They'll bring it through center ice. Bring it through. Zach Kylan drives it into the Grand Rapids end. Kylan to the front of the net. He shoots. He scores. Kylan, just 28 seconds in here. Zach Kylan has put the Hermantown Hawks up 1-0.
There it is right there. They can beat you with their speed. Speedy players. Zach Kylan, we just saw it, went right through the defenseman. And they take a 1-0 lead right away in this one within the first 30 seconds. And this team can do it to you. And, you know, it's going to really test the Thunderhawks defense here tonight.
That was Kylan from Pierce on the assist at 28 seconds into the hockey game. Hermantown controlling it, picked up by Grand Rapids down behind the net. Over on the walls, Bischoff. Bischoff and trying to defend on the play is Kerr. And the Grand Rapids will hold it in, sent in by Markway. And the Thunderhawks, Pierce brings it out. Pierce bringing it back into the Grand Rapids and dumps it in the corner. Picked up by Cyril. Sturl sends it around, and Grand Rapids, Hermantown takes away Sam's, taken away by the Thunderhawks, now picked up by the Hawks. Now out at center ice. Driving in is Dowd behind the net. Dowd is pressured by Peart. Dowd behind the net, trying to get it out front. Nice defense by the Thunderhawks there. Pionk loses it on the boards. And now fight for that loose puck in the corner. As it'll come out along the half wall, dumped back in by the Hawks. Out front, chance in front by Aaron Pionk. He couldn't get a shot away. Pionk now trying to make a move. Nice defensive play by Peart. Now Henry Sturl picks it up. He gets it ahead to Bonner. Bonner at center ice loses the puck. As the Hermantown Hawks, Sams on the other side. Sams will drove it through center and back in the backhander shot. Goaltender Clafton. Now back to the point. Pierce puts a shot, gets blocked down in front. Sams keeps it in on the other side. Wheeling around with the Erickson. Shot goes up and out of play.
So before this game here tonight, I was checking out the Hermantown and Grand Rapids Bantam AA game. And Hermantown has some very quality players coming up to the high school program. Their Bantam team, one of the top teams in the state. So, you know, this program is going to be very good for a long time, and they have been for the last 10 years at least.
Yeah, next couple of years they're going to be really strong with that great Bantam group coming through there. And sent in by the Thunderhawks. Miller sends it in the corner. And now in there to get it is Graves. Sends it around on the other side. Out at center ice, over to Peart. Peart sends it ahead to Miller. Miller drives it into the corner. Kerr fighting for it along with Bischoff behind the net. Now Bischoff working it around, gets it back to the point to Young. Young sends it through traffic, gets blocked down by Joey Pierce. And he moves it through center ice and back into the Thunderhawks end. Young plays it ahead. Now it's turned around by Carson. Carson working the puck through center ice. Carson knocks it over to the other side, trying to get it to Kylan. Kylan into the corner. Peart trying to take that puck away here as Kylan has it behind the net. Kylan will work it back to the point to Carson. Carson sends it in, taken away by the Thunderhawks. Moved ahead now. The Thunderhawks move it in. Shot goes wide of the net. Just off the mark by Brodzinski. Now this is Joey Pierce. Pierce plays it, trying to get across ice back. Sent back in by Sam Sturl. Sends it into the corner. Dumped back in by the Thunderhawks, Brodzinski. Behind the net and picked up now by Carson. Carson getting over on the other side to Lund. Lund sends it in the corner. Now Sturl behind the net. Lund gets tripped up on the play. Penalty is coming up against the Thunderhawks with 12:29 to go here.
This game is brought to you by the Rink Sports Grill in Eveleth. They offer casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rink Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. And Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey, and they wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun.
Pierce sends it around. Carson holds it in. Carson slides it over to Dowd on this power play unit for the Hermantown Hawks. Young trying to get it over to Peart. Played by Dowd in a corner. Also Ancliffe trying to help out. Dodd comes away with it. Dowd gets it back to Carson, back on the point, over to Sams. Sams sends it in. Sams working it in. As Janzik in front of the net there. Janzik off the corner. Sams takes a shot, gets blocked down. Another chance. Carson gets it over to Sams. Now over to Janzik. Back to Sams. Sends it in. And Bonner will clear it out for the Thunderhawks. 11:33 to play here. First period, 1-0. Hermantown over Grand Rapids with that early goal, 28 seconds in. And this is played by Biondi. Biondi skates it through. It's blocked down, picked up by Pierce. His shot goes over the top of the net. Pierce now moving around behind the net, wheeling around. Pierce gets it back to Biondi. Send it over on the other side. Into the corner now. Picked up by Kylan. Kylan has it. Gets it over to Pierce. Sends it over to Biondi. Back over to Kylan. He loses control. Wilson trying to get it out for the Thunderhawks. And picked up and held in by Pionk. Pionk back to shot right off by Joey Pierce. Right on.
Dangerous player in Joey Pierce, he's been playing defense this year. He can play both positions, but he's a good fit at defense as well. He can rush the puck up. He can hurt you offensively too. Just a solid player for this Hermantown team in Joey Pierce.
Yeah, really solid on the defensive point. He's a good one back there. Joey Pierce sends it over on the other side and in the corner to Biondi. Back to Pierce. Pierce works it to Biondi across the ice. Trying to get over to Pionk. And Pierce will hold it in. The Grand Rapids Thunderhawks has killed off that penalty successfully. Here's Sturl at center ice trying to turn it the other way. And that is Sam Sturl. And Biondi gets it over to Pierce. Back over to Biondi. He wheels it around, trying to get it over in the corner. Sent over to Blumdahl. And Pierce knocks it ahead. And knocked out. And Kerr gets it back into the Hawks' end. Pierce now working across the ice. And sent in. Chance for just goes wide of the net by the Hermantown Hawks. Sams will drive it back in. Back behind goaltender Clafton. Leaves it for Peart. Peart behind the net. Hermantown quickly clamping on the defensive pressure in that offensive zone. Putting on a good pressure down low here. And dumped in by the Thunderhawks, Henry Sturl. There's out front as goaltender Backstrom had to make that save out of that corner. Now Hermantown drives it back in. Back in over the corner. Sunday driving it in. Sunday in the corner. Loses the puck. Bonner trying to get it out here and wheeled around by the Hawks behind the net. Bonner trying to get it out here for the Thunderhawks, and they get it out to center ice. Indy O'Dowd sends it back in to the Thunderhawks' end. And picked up by Zelke. Zelke loses control, picked up by Wilson. Wilson trying to get over to Bonner, and held in by the Hermantown Hawks, Erickson. And now played along the half wall. Joey Pierce sends it back into the corner behind the net. And now it comes out to center ice. And back into the Grand Rapids end. Picked up by Carson behind the net. Carson will send it ahead. Pierce is going to retrieve it at center and send it back into the Hawks end. Pierce in to retrieve. 7:57 left here, first period of play. 1-0 Hermantown over Grand Rapids. Young over to Peart. Now back, Young sends it ahead as Pierce will retrieve back his own behind his own net. Now there's a chance down low for Grand Rapids. They couldn't get a shot away. Young well with it. Young works it through traffic. Gets blocked down. Pionk picks it up. Gets it out to center. Pierce is going to get it. Over to Young. Young will send it back into the corner. Backstrom loses the stick. Pierce gets it over on the other side. Backstrom's got his stick back. Long stretch of time without a whistle here. This is Pierce wheeling around with it. Pierce gets it over on the other side. Dowd trying to bring it out. Now back over to Pierce, trying to get it over to Dowd. Now picked up by the Hermantown Hawks, Pionk. Pionk moves it through center ice. Pionk driving in, trying to get through the defense. Nice defense by Pierce. By Peart there. Young over there. And now wheeling around. Grand Rapids will get it out to center ice. And dump back in. There's a chance down low for Kerr, but he lost control of the puck. Picked up by Miller. And now out to center ice. Sent back in by Morquay. Fighting in the corner is DeMars. DeMars now with it in the corner. Got 6:18 left here, first period of play. Pierce now with it behind the net. Pierce over, gets it over on the other side. And sent out by Aiden Dowd. Now this is Biondi. Biondi behind the net. Works it over to Ethan Lund. Now Kylan trying to get in there, and Grand Rapids will come out with it. And bring it out is DeMars. DeMars moves it in. DeMars gets it around the D. Wraps it around. Trying to go out front for McCray Murphy. And you just couldn't make the play. Nice chance for the Thunderhawks. Young now with it. Young gets it to center ice and played in by Holcomb. Holcomb's shot goes wide. Blackstrom, loose puck in front. Nice chance for Brodskinski. And there it is. Peart now. Peart sending a shot right on. Saved by Backstrom. 5:21 left here. Hermantown 1, Grand Rapids 0.
Player back in the lineup for Grand Rapids, Hunter Bischoff, before section playoffs here. That's encouraging news for him. We heard that he played in the JV game on Tuesday night against Cloquet. So that's encouraging news for Grand Rapids, as he's one of their better forwards, and now they just need Joey Del Greco to get back. And another note on Bischoff, he's looking pretty good here tonight, moving around well. So, if they could get Joey Del Greco back for the section playoffs, they'll be in good shape.
Yeah, we don't know the extent of Joey Del Greco's injury. We thought it was a minor injury, but we do not know the extent of that. So hopefully they'll be able to get Joey Del Greco back in the playoffs here.
Are you a pet owner and going to be gone for a hockey tournament or vacation? Whatever it is, bring your pet to Pup North Pet Lodge in Evelyn. Call them today at 218-744-1477 for rates and availability.
And Peart trying to hold it in. It goes up and on a play.
Well, Grand Rapids starting to find their game a little bit. They had some great chances just recently here. And if they keep doing that, they'll find one. As Hermantown, very good offensively. When they get pressured on defense, they're not as good, I don't think, because they rely on their offense so much. So if they Thunderhawks keep putting pressure on, keep putting chances on, they'll get one here.
Brose sends it right on Backstrom, and he steers it into the corner. Pionk now comes through center ice and moved ahead to Ancliffe. Ancliffe trying to send over back to Pionk. Grand Rapids turns it back the other way as Brose. Brose brings it in, shot right on by Backstrom. Shot, goal! Hunter Bischoff, welcome back to the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. You have this game tied.
Well, there it is, and guess who scores it? Number 12 for the Thunderhawks, Hunter Bischoff. First game back from his injury, and he gets the Thunderhawks, on the board to tie it up 1-1. So, it just shows that he's a very important player for the Thunderhawks team, and he gets them on the board to tie it up at 1 apiece.
And I got the second assist from Cody Miller on Bischoff's goal. Didn't get the first assist. Young in the corner.
It was Wade Browse with the first assist there for
Browse,
the Thunderhawks.
thank you. And the Thunderhawks, Hermantown Hawks drive it towards the net. And Clafton has got that save. Shot put on by Ethan Lunder.
Well, I could see that one from up here. It was right on the line. Carter Clafton went back and laid on it. That was close there. It was a couple centimeters away from being a goal. Hermantown thought it was in too, but no goal there on the play. And we remain 1-1 with 14:21 remaining in the first period.
Yeah, great opportunity for the Hermantown Hawks, the Ethan Lund there. .421 left here, period 1. We're all tied at 1. Shot gets sent in. Carter Clafton with the save there. Draw one, trying to control was Young, and in the corner is Bonner now. Bonner works it back over to Morquay. Morquay sends it over on the other side. Strill's going to try to pick it up and send it out. As loose puck at center ice now picked up by Pierce. Pierce will drive it back in. Shot on Clafton. He's going to elect to take a save there.
Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather.
And now this sent in. Shot gets sent into the corner by Mikey Graves. Or I'm sorry, that is not Mikey Graves. Yeah, it is Mikey Graves. And Graves back at the point. Drives it back in. Into the corner. And the Thunderhawks will pick it up at center. As DeMar is trying to send it back in. Hermantown gets that puck back in. Graves will pick it, sends it over to Sams. Sams working in through center ice. Sams dumps it in and out of play here. 3:19 left. 1-1 our score. Hermantown, Grand Rapids.
In the first meeting between Grand Rapids and Hermantown this season, it was a 2-2 tie. Hermantown led all game, but then Grand Rapids came back and tied it up. And they played in overtime, but no winner in that one. So whoever wins this game tonight will get the season series, obviously, as they tied in the first one.
Yeah, the battle for bragging rights between these two teams here. Dowd works it into the corner. Dowd and loose puck picked up via Pionk. Pionk will work it around back to Pierce. Gets shot blocked down. Nice defense by the Thunderhawks' Cody Miller. Pierce, and now this is Miller. Miller works it through center ice. Carson gets it over to Pierce, dumps it in. Peart is going to pick it up. Peart sends it over to Young. Young gets it ahead, and Browse will dump it out. Carson picks it up. Carson now, and it's up and out of play as Holcomb knocks it out.
Grand Rapids playing very good defensively again, especially on the Hawks power play. They were able to kill that off, and they've had a lot of blocked shots in this game so far. That's one of their characteristics of their defense, and they're showing their outstanding defense so far here tonight, especially in the second half of this first period.
Right, yeah, their defense, they've been so strong this year and looking good here in the second half of this first period. As Young sends it into the corner to Murphy, and shot gets sent out backhanded into the behind the net. Now Grand Rapids working forward as Holcomb. Holcomb works it around and taken away by Kylan. Kylan comes through center ice. Kylan slides it over on the other side to Biondi. Shot saved by Carter Clafton. Peart picks up that puck after Young batted it out of the air. Now Kylan gets it to Biondi. Biondi will work it in. Biondi shot! Save Carter Clafton. Nice patience by Blake Biondi, but a great save by Carter Clafton.
The Rink Sports Grill in Evelyn offers large and small group seating with meeting areas available, full menu, limited menu, or buffet. They can cater your event, party, or meeting. That's the Rink Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Evelyn, Minnesota. Check them out today.
And this is out at center ice. Tipped in by the Thunderhawks. Bischoff. And now Pierce picks it up. Pierce dumps it back into the Thunderhawks' end. Played around behind the net by Sturl. And penalty coming up here against Grand Rapids. Interference is going to be the call there.
So another tripping penalty on the Thunderhawks, and another chance for Hermantown. And the first power play for them, they were kind of flat in that one, didn't get many chances and shots on as Grand Rapids sent it down a few times all the way down into the Hermantown zone. And they had a few blocked shots here, so Hermantown looking to gain some more momentum on this power play. Their second one of the game, and looking to get some more opportunities and shots. But looks like it's coincidental. Minors, possibly. I see a Hermantown player in the bench, so I don't think it's a... Well, it should be on Grand Rapids. The trip was on number 11, Wade Browse. I saw it clearly there, so not sure why a Hermantown player's in the box right now. Looks like it's coincidental. Minors, so no power play. 5-on-5 hockey here.
Well, Grand Rapids is going to catch a break there. So, coincidentals, the next for here. Biondi has take the draw against Holcomb. Now down back on the point, sends it right in on Carter Clafton.
Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey, and they wish best of luck to all players on the playoffs ahead coming up in less than a week, and to have fun.
And sent back here, Pierce at the point. Pierce drives it in. Shot goes wide of the net. Great opportunity for the Hermantown Hawks there. 1:17 left here, period number 1. All tied between Grand Rapids and Hermantown at 1 apiece. And the Thunderhawks will control the puck. And getting it out to center ice. Now Dowd picks it up over to, taken away by Murphy now. Murphy behind the net. Now Pierce trying to pick it up, that puck. Pierce with it. Pierce wheeling around. Pierce gets it out to center. Taken away by Peart. Peart drives in. Nice little leap pass over to Holcomb. Holcomb shoots it in the corner over to the other side to Peart. And now Lund gets it across ice to Kyland. Over to Lund. Now this is Peart. Peart sends it ahead and tipped in by Murphy and finished off by Holcomb. And now behind the net is Indio Dowd, leaves it for Pierce. Pierce, a lot of ice time here, taken away by Henry Sturl. Sturl working in that corner. We got 10 seconds left here, period number 1. Pionk and sent around, held in by the Thunderhawks. Are not going to get a shot off. A chance late in the period for the Thunderhawks, Zelke, but he couldn't get a shot away. So we end up with a 1-1 tie after 1 period.
Here's our first period scoring summary, sponsored by Iron Range Goalie Academy, serving the Arrowhead region's goaltenders in camps, association clinics, and one-on-one training at their facility in Coleraine. Contact them today at 218-256-1501. Check out Iron Range Goalie Academy on Facebook and Instagram. So Hermantown got on the board first with a goal from number 10, Zach Kylan, and he got the assist from number 18, Joey Pierce. That made it 1-0 early in that first period of play. 28 seconds into the game. Then Grand Rapids stormed back with a goal from number 12, Hunter Bischoff. And the first assist going to number 11, Wade Brous, and number 3, Cody Miller, to tie it up at 1 apiece after 1 period of play between the Hermantown Hawks and Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. This game is brought to you by the Rink Sports Grill in Eveleth. They offer casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rink Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. And Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey, and they wish best of luck to all players on the playoffs ahead and to have fun. So, any last thoughts before we go to break between this first and second period at the IRA Civic Center?
Well, fast start for Hermantown, but Grand Rapids comes back here. Second half of the period, ties it up, and plays very well defense here. So it's going to be a fun finish here, the next 2 periods at least here in Grand Rapids. First meeting was overtime. Never know, could happen again here tonight.
I feel like the play's been pretty even for the most part. You know, both teams have had their moments with chances and, you know, possession of the puck. Like, probably the first 5 minutes or so, you know, Grand Rapids was kind of flat. Hermantown was all over them. Of course, they got that goal in the first 30 seconds of the game. But then Grand Rapids started to find their game. And, of course, they get that goal from Hunter Bischoff. A huge momentum shift there as the place went bonkers here at the IRA Civic Center. So we're in for a fun one here for the last couple periods between Grand Rapids and Hermantown. Should be a fun finish from the IRA Civic Center.
Yeah, should be fun. So looking forward to at least 2 periods left here in the IRA Civic Center.
So we'll be back for the second period of play coming up. From Grand Rapids, it's the Hermantown Hawks 1 and the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks 1. We'll be back for the second period of play coming up momentarily. All right, welcome back to the IRA Civic Center. Tonight's second period face-off is sponsored by Our Car Repair, located off of Highway 169 at Buell. Here at Our Car, we pride ourselves in professional and friendly service with competitive pricing. They specialize in everything from oil, tire, and brake servicing to diagnostics and engine repairs. Whatever your automotive needs may be, the staff at Our Car is here to help. To make an appointment, call them today at 218-258-4330. That's 218-258-4330. Or check them out on Facebook at Our Car Repair, and they'll keep your vehicle on the road to the state tournament. So, seating's starting to come out now in each section. On Section 7A, the seatings came out on Tuesday. Hermantown Hawks, one seed there. They have some other teams, Duluth-Denfeld at number 2, Greenway at number 3, Eveleth-Gilbert at number 4, and International Falls at number 5 for the top 5 teams. So obviously Hermantown the clear favorites in this section. They were last year. They had a very good team last year, and we all know what happened. But this year we have some other teams too that are good teams. Duluth-Denfeld, very solid team, younger team though, so that's gonna be tough for them in the section playoffs. Some of those players playing in their first playoff games in high school hockey. Then you have Greenway, of course, some experienced players from the state tournament last year. Eveleth-Gilbert, a senior group, but they have their hands full against International Falls in that 4-5 game, and we're planning on going to that one next Tuesday. No live stream, as it's kind of a big hassle to do that, but we'll be there. We'll have some Twitter updates for that one. So some of these games are going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens in Section 7A.
Yeah, and we all know that 4-5 game last year ended went into overtime between Virginia, Mountain Iron Buell, and Eveleth-Gilbert. So this year, Eveleth-Gilbert and International Falls in that 4 versus 5 game. Those are always usually a very competitive game, especially for the quarterfinal games, opening round games. That's usually the closest game of the first round games. And we'll see what happens if we go into the semifinal Saturday afternoon in Duluth at Amsoil, and then the finals, of course, at Amsoil as well. Both teams are back on the ice now. Just getting ready to go here for period number 2, 1-1 between Hermantown and Grand Rapids.
Kind of an interesting score here from the Miners Memorial Building in Virginia after one period of play. It's the Virginia MIB Blue Devils 1 and the Greenway Raiders 0 after the first period there. So kind of an interesting game. It doesn't mean anything, but they're going to come right back and play each other next Tuesday. So Virginia playing them tough after one period of play. We'll make sure to keep you updated on that one as it progresses. But, it's one period of play. Maybe Greenway kind of came flat for that first period. We'll see if they can come out in the second period and play better. But either way, an interesting start to that one.
Yeah, that's an interesting scenario there with Virginia. Seems like Virginia is starting to play a little bit better here late in the year. I mean, at times they haven't played, real solid, but at times it seems like they have been playing okay. So we'll see what happens tonight against Greenway. They might be not be playing tonight as well.
Yeah, that's a factor. He's been dealing with injuries all year. With the seedings being over with, being set, he probably isn't. I would assume he's probably not playing in that game though. So, we'll see what happens there.
Of course, the Section 7A seeding was done on Tuesday night. They still had conference games left, but it was done Tuesday early in the day. Pierce, we're underway here at second period of play, sent in by Lund. in the corner, now picked up by Young, and now sent out. Pierce sends it back in. Shot goes in, and Clafton makes that save. Back to Pierce. Over on the other side, sent in. Shot placed in by Carson. Another save by Clafton.
So another team that's playing better in Section 7 AA, Duluth Marshall. They're playing Duluth Denfeld tonight after one period of play there. It's 1-0. Duluth Denfeld over Marshall, but Marshall could be a sneaky team. They don't have the numbers, obviously, but they're playing a lot better, I feel like, here at the end of the season.
Yeah, this is the time of the year that you certainly have to play better. And sent out. Markway gets it out to center, and dumped in back by Carson. Back behind the net is Sturl, sends it ahead as Pierce is going to pick it up. And taken away by the Thunderhawks. And a shot placed in the corner by Miller. There's a shot in by Sam Sturl. Loose puck in front. Here's a chance for Bischoff. He just couldn't get it away here. Pierce sends it back in. On goaltender Clafton, steers into the corner. Now working around is Dowd. Dowd works in, sends it over to Pionk. Pionk gets it back to the point. Shot right on by Indio Dowd. And now Markway moves it ahead to DeMars. He'll tip it out. Sams can't get that one, and icing is the call.
Kind of a physical start to this game. Both of these teams play that style of hockey. Very physical teams. Both teams have some big players, so it's fun when you have these kind of matchups when both teams are putting checks on and playing physical.
Right, yeah, definitely more of a physical game here tonight. Back over and sent in to Kylan. Kylan gets it taken away. Nice job by Grand Rapids again, closing off those passing lanes in front. And now this is Indio Dowd, works it around the corner. And sent ahead by Kylan, and that's going to be an icing. 15-15, just underway here, second period. 1-1 our score between Grand Rapids and Hermantown. Holcomb is going to take the draw against Biondi. And now sent around, Dowd gets it over to Kylan. Kylan into Biondi. Biondi trying to make a move. Biondi, nice defense again. Braden Holcomb coming away. That defensive wall has been strong for the last part of the first period, starting out here, but here's Biondi. Biondi trying to center right, taken it by Young. What a defensive play by Easton Young, just a sophomore for Grand Rapids. Now Sams can't control in the corner. Kylan moving around. Kylan sends it over on the other side to Dowd. Over to Sams. Sams gets it ahead and knocked in by Ethan Lund. He'll go off on the line change. Peart now sends it through. And Peart lurking. Shot gets sent in by Bischoff. Bischoff trying to hold it in. Now Peart will get it at center and dump it back in. Back to get it is Pierce. Pierce now with it. Pierce working through center. Gets it through into Sunday. Sunday shot right on. And Clafton has got that for the save. 14 minutes left here in period number 2. 1-1 our score between Hermantown and Grand Rapids. And Wilson sends it around over to Bonner. And taken away by the Hawks. Working around is Ancliffe. And shot gets down by Aiden Dowd. Nice chance for Dowd there. Dowd working across, and Wilson picks it up. Wilson gets it out to center. Carson will send it back in. Taken up by Will Wilson. Carson plays it. And now picked up by Dowd. Works it across the ice. Nice chance for Ancliffe and a save by Clafton. Over on the other side to Aiden Dowd. Back to the point to Carson. Sends it through traffic. Picked up by Sturl. Henry Sturl at center. Gets it taken away by Pierce. Pierce gets around. Pierce with a chance. Driving down. Another backhand chance by Pionk. Clafton has got no loose puck. No whistle on the play. Grand Rapids will get it out. Miller chasing. But Sams is going to get it. Sams sends it ahead to Pierce. Pierce up to Kylan. Kylan driving it in. Tries to go to the backhand. Kylan still gets a shot away. Great move by Zach Kylan. And another big save by Carter Clafton. Hermantown putting on some pressure here. This is Pierce. Sends it around. And now Grand Rapids gets control. And dumped back towards the net by Holcomb. Pierce gets it out to center to Kylan. Kylan working it in to Biondi. Over to Kylan. Kylan round behind the net. Kylan back to Sams. Sams through traffic. Locked down. Nice job by Pierce. This is Young over there. Young gets it ahead as the Thunderhawks Brodzinski sends it back in. 12:03 left here, period number 2. 1-1 our score, Grand Rapids Hermantown. Thanks for joining our broadcast. We appreciate that. Biondi gets it over to Sams over on the other side. Sent out by Mikey Graves. Graves gets it over to Sams. Putting on the pressure is Bischoff. Bischoff has had a great game here tonight in his return to the lineup. Pierce through center. Pierce through center ice. Pierce drives it in. Shoots, he scores! Jack Pierce has the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks up 2-1. 5:28 time of the goal. And sent in by the Hermantown Hawks. I believe that was an unassisted goal there by Pierce.
Yep, he rushed it up, and Grand Rapids forwards, all the skaters out there, they got to credit Carter Clafton there. He came up so big for them, single-handedly kept Hermantown from taking the lead. He made so many nice saves. He's doing what he does. You know, he makes so many big saves. He's a key player for this team. And then Jack Pierce, another star for this team. He goes up, rushes it up coast to coast, puts a beautiful shot on upper shelf, and he scores to make it 2-1. First lead for the Thunderhawks here tonight. 11:18 remaining in period number 2. As we have a little timeout here, tonight's game is brought to you by the Rink Sports Grill and Outlet. They offer casual family dining and a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorite from the menu. The Rink Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game.
And in, Joey Pierce tries to knock it in. Now Bonner racing in a foot race as Dowd will tip it ahead. And it comes out to center ice. Sam Sturl dumps it back in for the Thunderhawks. Now in the corner, picked up by Henry Sturl. And working around behind the net, trying to get over to Pierce. As it comes out, Sam Sturls plays it over, taken away here by the Hermantown Hawks, played in front. Nice chance by Matheson. And puck along the boards picked up by Bonner. Gets it back to Morkway. Sends it ahead to DeMars. DeMars trying to get it out here. And now Pierce at center ice, taken away. Here comes the Thunderhawks. Driving on, nice chance, nice back chance for Henry Sturl. 2 chances. Great chance for Henry to get a goal here. That would have been big. That would have put the Thunderhawks up by 2. Nice shift for Henry Sturl. And now it is at center, sent over to, on the other side, to Indy O'Dowd. He'll send it in. Clafton will play behind the net. Markway picks it up over to Peart. Peart send it ahead to Holcomb. Holcomb driving around. Holcomb over on the other side. Chance for Murphy. Puts it right on. Peart sends it over to Young. Young sending it through traffic. Blocked down Murphy. Back behind the net to Brodzinski. Young will try to keep it in here. Young has it to Brodzinski. Shot right on. Backstrom save. Murphy now with it along the half wall. Sends it in the corner. Brodzinski trying to keep it in here. Young has it along the half wall. Freezes it up. Has sent out to center. Now Peart will jump it back into the Hermantown Hawks zone. Pionk, nice defensive, nice offensive forecheck by Holcomb there. As Young now will get it through and dump back in by Wade Browse. And now behind the net, controlling is Bischoff, trying to get it out front. Nice defense by the Hermantown Hawks. They closed down that lane there. Kylan has it. Kylan working around, trying to get over to the other side. Gets it over to Lund. He loses an edge. This is Peart comes back with it. Peart gets it over to Young. They're playing forward here now. Young with a shot right on. Peart wheeling around. Lots of speed by Peart and through that corner. And now sent back as Sams has it. Sams will work it through center and dumps it back into the Thunderhawk zone. Young now and Biondi work for that loose puck. Lund fires it through the crease area. Thunderhawks tipping it out. Here comes out to center. Held in by Carson. Carson wheeling around. Has Lund out over the other side. And sent in by Pierce. Into Carlin. Back to Pierce. Pierce shot goes wide of the net. Over on the other side to Carson to Biondi. Biondi will work it around. Biondi's shot gets blocked down in front. Gets behind the net. Now sent in by Pierce. Carlin was out front. Nice save by Clafton. And dumped out by Peart.
Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey, and they wish best of luck to all players on the playoffs ahead and to have fun. And stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Each item is designed in-house, paying special attention to the local history and heritage. So we have 7:26 remaining in period number 2. Similar to the first period here, Hermantown came flying out to start the period. Now Grand Rapids dominating play lately. Many chances, multiple chances out front there. And they buried one from Jack Peart, and they're holding on to a 2-1 lead with the face-off coming up in the Grand Rapids zone.
Pionk knocks it in the corner, and now picked up by Zelke. He'll send it around. Carson will try to hold it in. Zelke will pick it up. Zelke gets it over and sent in for Garrett Drotz. Drotz in the corner, taken away by Pierce, but Drotz is going to pick up that puck. Drotz worked it through the front of the net. Drotz picks it up to Wilson. Wilson's shot goes wide of the net. Sent in the corner. Drotz behind the net. And now picked up by Pierce. 6:54 left here, period number 2. 1-1 our score between Grand Rapids and Hermantown. And this is Carson. Carson at center plays it ahead and tipped in. And now brought back in. Sent back in by the Hawks and driven out front. Bonner will take it away. And Clift in the corner working for it here. Along with Dowd. Out to center. Sam sends it over to Pierce. Pierce dumps it back in. Back in the corner now is Janzik. Over to Ancliff. Ancliff with it. Take it away, John Bonner. Nice defense by Wilson. And that's going to be an icing is the call.
Are you a pet owner and going to be gone for a hockey tournament or vacation? Whatever it is, bring your pet to Pup North Pet Lodge on Clyde Road in Evelyn. Nancy and Dave at Pup North will treat your pets like their own. Call them today at 218-744-1477 for rates and availability.
And this is sent in the corner. Brose will knock it ahead to center and up and out of play.
Well, 5:56 remaining in period number 2. Grand Rapids still holding on to that 2-1 lead. And looking at shots on goal, 21-14 in favor of the visiting team, Hermantown. And a face-off here in the Grand Rapids zone.
Peart now working in behind the net, along with Sunday. And now Janzik loses the stick there, picks it up, and out to center ice. The Hermantown Hawks sent it back in. Young will get it over to Peart. Peart sends it ahead through center. Long pass, and tipped in by the Thunderhawks' Kerr. Kerr now in the corner trying to keep it in. Over to Peart. Peart sends it ahead. Over to Holcomb. Works it in to Brodzinski. Brodzinski shot right on. Save Backstrom. Now behind the net. And working around is Blumdahl. And he gets it out. Sam Sturl back to get it for the Thunderhawks. Sturl sends it up as Pierce will pick it up. Pierce sends it back in. And now Brodzinski. Brodzinski wheels it around to Murphy. Murphy behind the net. Now it's Holcomb. Murphy wheeling around. Gets it over to Holcomb. Sent in, and Kylan has it. Now Kylan works it to Biondi. Biondi's shot goes up and over the net. Great chance for the Hermantown Hawks there. 4:25 left here, period number 2. Grand Rapids 2, Hermantown 1. A lot more shots on goal this period than the last period. As Peart gets it over to Young. Young sends it in to Henry Sturl. Loses it. Biondi picks it up. Biondi slides it out for Lund. Young is going to pick that up. Then loose puck gets bounced out of there. Young. And now at center. Tipped back in by Henry Sturl. Sturl in the corner along with Bonner working against Pierce. Bonner trying to get it back to the point. Pierce says at center. Pierce will bring it out. Pierce wheeling around trying to get through the D there. Biondi tries to tip one in here. Lund trying to keep it going there. Lund picks it up in the corner. He'll wheel it around. Over the other side. Nice play to Pionk. Nice save by Carter Clafton. What a play to Pionk there. And now this is picked up by the Hermantown Hawks. Sent in by Pionk. Pionk behind the net, slides it out front. Nobody home. Pierce is there to take it away. Peart took it away and over to Young. Boy, I'm having a hard time with Jack Peart tonight. I apologize. Not sure what I'm doing there, but sent in by the Hermantown Hawks. Back behind the net, and Justin Kerr at center. Kerr taken away by Pierce. Pierce gets it over on the other side. Pierce back shot, no! Joey Pierce has tied the game at 2. Nice little backhander by Joey Pierce.
Well, there it is. It was going to come eventually as they've been adding a lot of pressure in the last, say, 5 to 10 minutes in the second period. A lot of saves for Carter Clafton there, but one finally goes by him for the Hermantown Hawks, and they tie it up at 2 apiece with 2:48 remaining in period number 2. Joey Pierce there coming up big for his team. As we mentioned earlier, a very dangerous player for the Hawks. And he gets one here to tie it up at 2.
Yeah, Pierce is a good player, really skilled player, and he has tied this game at 2 here.
The Rink Sports Grill in Eveleth offers casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites on the menu. The Rink Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. And Minnesota Twist Rail is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey, and they wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun and the playoffs ahead coming up here in less than a week on Tuesday for Section 7 and for both classes, Section 7A and 7AA.
Try to get the assist on the goal here. And Ancliff on the single assist for that goal for the Thunderhawks here. Got 2:30 left here, period number 2. All squared at 2. Kylan gets it over to Peart. Peart trying to knock it out for the Thunderhawks here. Kylan controls along the half wall. Ethan Lund picking up. Now the Thunderhawks come away with it. Sent out by Holcomb. Pierce sends it back in for the Thunderhawks. Back behind the net. Clafton leaves it for Peart. Peart drives ahead. Nobody there. No ice on the play as that was waved off. And now Biondi. Morquay behind the net. Morquay sent it across into the corner. And out to Holcomb. Gets it over to sent in by Bischoff. Bischoff works it back in the corner. This is Holcomb. For Murphy. And now picked up by Holcomb. And sent back in the Holcomb into the corner. Pierce will knock it back out. And this will be an icing.
This might be one of the best Hermantown teams we've seen, especially in the last few years. I think they're better than last year. They lost quite a bit of talent from last year, though. Darian Goetz, Elliot Peterson, just to name a few. But, Blake Biondi and these other players, Joey Pierce, they've been maturing the last couple of years. And now Biondi's a senior and Pierce is a junior, and they're looking really good here in the 2019-2020 season.
And it is played at center by Ancliff. Ancliff dumps it back in. Peart over to Young. Young with it behind the net. Gets it over to DeMars, and he'll send it out. Sent back in by Pionk. Clafton leaves it for Peart. Peart now behind the net. Drives out here. Dowd will hold it in. Dowd shot goes into the corner. DeMars trying to get out here for the Thunderhawks as Biondi plays it, but Young will bring it out to center ice. Young will drive it in. He gets taken away. Nice play by Biondi. This is Kylan moving in. Kylan slides it across. Nice chance over to Aiden Dowd. This is Kylan working back to Carson. Hermantown trying to get a late goal here. Kylan's shot goes over the top of the net. This is Bonner now. Bonner slides it in. Here's a chance late for Grand Rapids. Heated to bar, scores! Wow, what a transformation of plays there. Hermantown driving down on this side. Grand Rapids comes back with Hayden DeMars. It ties and puts the Thunderhawks up 3-2.
Hayden DeMars stepping up for this Thunderhawks team. He's been dealing with injuries all year. He's a sophomore. It takes a while to get, broken in at the high school level. He's been playing a lot better lately, playing a lot more. And now he comes up huge for the Thunderhawks to get their lead right back with 12 seconds remaining in the second period.
16:48 time of that goal for Hayden DeMars.
DeMars last year, he had over 100 points for the Bantam AA team here in Grand Rapids. It's kind of been a frustrating first year for him. like I mentioned, I feel like he's playing a lot better in the second half of his sophomore season. He's going to be a fixture in this lineup for the next 2 years for this Thunderhawks team.
Yeah, nice goal by Hayden DeMars. And John Bonner got the single assist for the Thunderhawks on that goal. So that's going to do it for period number 2. Grand Rapids with the 3-2 lead.
So we have a couple compliments coming in here for thanking us for doing the streams. Allison Gregg thanking us. We thank her for watching. Jill Trombley thanking us for our coverage. Brand32 Shan as well thanking us. We appreciate that. And we appreciate everyone for tuning in tonight and all season long on Up North Hockey.
Yeah, we appreciate those compliments coming in. I know I saw the one from Jill Trombley before the game as well. She sent one in, so thank you everybody for your nice compliments and comments. We appreciate those.
So here's your second period scoring summary sponsored by Iron Range Goalie Academy. Serving the Arrowhead region's goaltenders and camps, association clinics, and one-on-one training at their facility in Coleraine. Contact them today at 218-256-1501. Check out Iron Range Goalie Academy on Facebook and Instagram. So Grand Rapids took a 2-1 lead at the 5:28 mark of the second period. Scoring the goal was number 23, Jack Beert, and that was an unassisted goal for the Thunderhawks. And then Hermantown came back and tied it up at the 14:12 mark of the second period of play. Scoring the goal was number 18, Joey Pierce, with the only assist going to number 14, Cole Ancliffe. And then at the 16:48 mark, less than 1 minute remaining in the second period, Grand Rapids took their lead right back, taking a 3-2 lead. Scoring the goal was Hayden DeMars, with the only assist going to number 7, John Bonner. And that's where we stand after 2 periods of play from the IRA Civic Center. It's the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks 3 and the Hermantown Hawks 2. This game is brought to you by the Rink Sports Grill in Evelett. They offer casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rink Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. And Minnesota Twist Grill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey, and they wish best of luck to all players on the playoffs ahead and to have fun. So any last thoughts going into the third period between Grand Rapids and Hermantown Thunderhawks with a 3-2 lead?
Well, it's been a fun game here tonight. Grand Rapids again playing really solid defensively. Hermantown, really good team here. We know that they were going to be a good team all year long. They're a good team all year long, playing well against the Thunderhawks. It's going to be an interesting 17 minutes. That's at least 17 minutes left, as we know the last time these two teams ended up tying, going in overtime and ended up a tie. We could see the same thing here tonight.
So yeah, Hermantown trailing 3-2 after 2, but you know, I feel like they haven't played that bad of a game. They've had so many chances, and Carter Clafton has been very good between the pipes. What's new there? He's done it all season long, and he's been shutting them down so far in this one.
Yeah, Carter Clafton with 23 saves through 2 periods of play, and 14 saves for Backstrom of the Hermantown Hawks.
And just one scoring update here before we go on break. After 2 periods of play, it's the Virginia MIB Blue Devils 1 and the Greenway Raiders 0. Same score from the end of the first period. Shots on goal, though, 28-11 in favor of the Raiders. And I'm assuming, like you said before, Ben Trombley is probably not playing in the game, if not other players, as they're probably going to rest up for the section playoffs. But, you know, Ian Kangas, I'm pretty sure he's probably playing in net tonight. He's looks like he's standing on his head so far, letting up 0 goals, 28 saves on the night for whoever's in net for Virginia, assuming it's Ian Kangas.
Yeah, Kangas has been playing a lot of the games for the Blue Devils this year. He's had a lot of decent nights, too, as well. So we'll see what happens in Virginia. Could be an upset there by the Blue Devils there.
So after 2 periods of play from the IRA Civic Center in Grand Rapids, it's the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks 3 and the Hermantown Hawks 2. We'll be back for the final period of play coming up from Grand Rapids. Tonight's third period face-off is sponsored by Our Car Repair, located off of Highway 169 in Buell. Here at Our Car, we pride ourselves in professional and friendly service with competitive pricing. We specialize in everything from oil, tire, and brake servicing to diagnostics and engine repairs. Whatever your automotive needs may be, the staff at Our Car is here to help. To make an appointment, call us today at 218-258-4330. That's 218-258-4330. Or check us out on Facebook at Our Car Repair, and we'll keep your vehicle on the road to the state tournament.
All right, so both teams back on the ice here. For period 3, we have at least 17 minutes left to play here at the IRA Civic Center in Grand Rapids. Don't forget, tomorrow night we will be in Eveleth with a return trip to the Eveleth Hippodrome for the Eveleth Gilbert Golden Bears hosting St. Thomas Academy Cadets.
Kind of just a playoff tune-up in that one for both teams. Of course, St. Thomas Academy in Section 3AA. A better section this year with Rose Mountain there. They've very solid team, and Egan, they can make a run as well. So that section's going to be a lot more interesting this year than it has been in years past.
Right, that section is definitely more wide open than years past there. So at center, the Hermantown Hawks, Kylan will dump it back in, and goaltender Backstrom knock it in, and this is Biondi, now ticked up by Brodzinski, shot right on. Quick chance for the Thunderhawks there. Back the other way is Lund. Lund works it in, into the Kylan, and he gets hit on the play there. Boy. Well, that's not good there. Holding his back leg there or something. Oh boy.
Well, that did not look very good. I don't know. I mean, he might have just tripped, I think, maybe. He might have got tripped by a Thunderhawks player. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it didn't look very good there, and hopefully he's okay. Still down there in the corner. Hopefully he's okay there, as it did not look very good.
No, kind of was holding his back leg there, but not sure it looks like his skate blade might have fell out too. Not sure what happened there exactly, how that all transpired, but he is up on his knees, so that's good to see there. Certainly that's a player that you want to have in your lineup in Zach Kylan.
Yep, and he's up and looks like he's okay. He might be able to return for this game. We'll have to see, as he's skating on his own power to the bench. Might have just got the wind knocked out of him, so good to see there.
Yeah, that's good. Good to have Zach back up on his own power and back to the bench. Looks like he's going to be all right. Yeah, I don't know. It might have been, I don't know if it was the skate blade that he had issues with, or if he was a little bit of both, or I think. But either way, Zach is back on the ice on his own power, so that's good to see. So 16:33 left here, period number 3. 3-2, Grand Rapids over Hermantown. And into the corner is Ancliff. Ancliff now taken away by the Thunderhawks. And dump back out. This is Carson. Pionk will pick it up over to center. Gets it over to Aiden Dowd. Trying to work it back in. Whistle, stoppage of play.
This game is brought to you by the Rink Sports Grill in Evelyn. They offer casual family dining and a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rink Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game.
And this is Sturl sends it ahead and dump back in by Bischoff. Now the Sams brings it through center. He'll dump it back into the Thunderhawks then. Morkway picks it up. Over on the other side. Gets it over to Kerr. Kerr along the boards, taken away now by the Hawks. Loose puck in front. Morkway comes away with it. Bats it behind the net. And now Browse will pick it up. Browse plays it through center. And Sams gets it through center ice. Sams works it back in. Sams' shot goes wide of the net. Henry Sturl down behind the net. And out to center, knocked ahead by DeMars. Hermantown Hawks send it back in. This is Blumdahl playing it into the corner. And Sam Sturl. And now turning around. Ethan Lund trying to get it towards front. Kylan's back on the ice. Good to see. Sam Sturl sends it around the corner, held in by Pierce. Pierce gets it in Lund. Nice backhand shot out for Biondi there, and he couldn't get a chance at it there. Carson. Now Carson wheels it ahead, gets it to Biondi. Biondi defended by Pierce, and this is Young. Young over with it behind the net. Gets it over to Bonner. Bonner sends it ahead to Holcomb. Holcomb works it in. Holcomb towards the net. Brodzinski picked up by Murphy in the corner. Murphy along that half wall to Brodzinski. Loose puck now taken away by Carson. Pierce has it behind the net. Pierce sends it, trying to get it out to Kylan. And Pierce back in his own end. Over to Young. Young works it through center, sends it back in. Backstrom out there to leave it for Pierce. Now sent in by Lund. Lund works it back in. Pionk lost the edge. Grand Rapids comes away with it. Out, Murphy works it over to Holcomb. Loose puck in front. Young couldn't get to it. Young was racing in there to get it, but just couldn't get to it. He kind of backed off a little bit too because he knew he had to be back on defense. And now this is Holcomb. Holcomb gets it over to Murphy. Murphy sends it in the corner. Sams has it around the net. Over to Graves. And knocked back in. As the Thunderhawks put it right on. Shot on by Bischoff. Bischoff has had a nice night here for the Thunderhawks. Along with multiple players on the ice for both teams. Graves over on the other side, gets it over to Sams. Sams sends it ahead. No icing, waved off there. Clafton will leave it. Behind the net. To Zelke. Zelke now, along with Wilson. Gets it ahead to DeMars. DeMars will get it back into the Hermantown end. DeMars now working again down there. Sams comes away with it. Out at center, this is Wilson. Wilson back in his own end. Slides it over to Zelke. And sent back in. Pierce picks it up. Pierce at center ice. Pierce working it in. Sends it into the corner. Behind the net is Sunday. And now this is Bonner. As that center tip back in by the Thunderhawks. DeMars sent it back in. Now across the ice. Blumdahl plays at it. Peart picks it up. Over to Young. Back over to Peart. Peart gets it through center, long passing play trying to get to Holcomb. Just couldn't get it to him. Now it's Pierce taken away by Holcomb. Holcomb back in his own end now. Over to Young. Young gets it up to Brodzinski. Brodzinski works it over to Peart. Drive right on, save by goaltender Backstrom. Shot out front, now Kylan takes it away. Kylan is over to Lund. Lund wheels it in. Lund drives in, shot on Clafton, steers it in the corner. Now this is Murphy. Murphy taken away by the Hawks. Kylan has it at center. Kylan driving in, trying to make a move. Gets it over to Sams. Lund can't play it easy. Trying to slow down with the edge of his skate there. Peart puts it, and Sams sends it back in for the Hawks. 10:40 left here, period number 3. 3-2 Grand Rapids over Hermantown. And now this is tipped back in as Miller gets taken down on the play. No call there. And in the corner, fighting for that puck. Sams comes away with it. Sams skates through the front of the net. He was taken down too as well. Couple hits there and into the corner. Picked up by Morquay. Held in by the Thucks Matheson. And Morquay behind the net. Nice play by the Hermantown Hawks. Number 17 down in there, Matt Erickson. I'll fight for that puck behind the net. This is Sturl. Sam Sturl sends it ahead and out. Carson gets it back in. Sends it back in. Here's Miller, picks it up. Clafton plays it ahead. Pierce sends it back in and out of play.
Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Are you a pet owner and going to be gone for a hockey tournament or vacation? Whatever it is, bring your pet to Pup North Pet Lodge on Clyde Road in Evelyn. Nancy and Dave at Pup North will treat your pets like their own. Call them today at 218-744-1477 for rates and availability. Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey, and they wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun.
All right. Face off to the right side of Carter Clafton. Or left side, rather. Oh. And Pionk gets it over and shot behind the net. Picked up by Aiden Dowd. Held in by the Peterson. And in the corner, Pionk taken away by Peart. Over to Young. Over the other side of Ancliffe. Ancliffe gets it to Pionk, taken away by Peart. Peart now will coming out with it. Peart out to center. Gets it ahead to Hayden DeMars. DeMars driving towards the front of the net. Tries to slide it over to Brose. And nice defense by the Hermantown Hawks there.
Well, things starting to calm down a little bit in this third period. Not as many chances for both teams. And, it's been a very fast-paced third period, just like the first two periods. A good pace of play in this one.
Yeah, certainly a defensive battle for both teams. Great defense on both sides for the Hermantown and the Thunderhawks. Brodzinski, defended by Sams. Brodzinski will come away with it. Gets it shot right out by Holcomb. Shot on, gets tipped behind the net. And now Kylan. Sams will play it through center ice. Peart picks it up and knocked back in by Lund. Young gets it over to Peart. Back over to Young. He'll send it back into the Hermantown end. Now Murphy. Taken away. Here comes Ethan Lund. Has beyond. He's skating through. Biondi over to Kylan. Shot goes into the corner. Nice little backhander by Kylan. Driven back in and out of play by the Thunderhawks. 3-2 our score. Grand Rapids, 7:51 to go in regulation play here in Grand Rapids.
An update from the Miners Memorial Building with 10 minutes remaining in the third period. It's 1-1 between Greenway and Virginia MIB. Mitchell Vekic gets that tying goal for the Raiders there in that one.
So a big tying goal for the Raiders and Virginia in a tight battle there, 1-1. And now this is Indy O'Dowd. And Janzik will get it out, sent back in by the Thunderhawks. Out at center and dumped back in by Sunday. And Wilson gets it over. Dowd sends it back in for the Hawks. Playing through center ice. Pierce picks it up and sends it back in. In there to get it is Zelke. Zelke trying to get over. As brought out by the Thunderhawks. This is Bischoff. Bischoff gets it over to Kerr. Kerr now with it. Now held in by the Thunderhawks. Zelke sends it in. Pierce comes away with it. Pierce gets it out, and this is going to be an icing against the Hawks.
So we have 6:43 remaining in period number 3. Time kind of winding down here. Still plenty of time left for the Hawks to tie it up. And looking at shots on goal, still in favor of Hermantown as they lead 27-20. You know, fairly even in shots. They've kind of slowed down a little bit, and now we have a coincidental penalties coming up on both teams. Still 5-on-5 hockey as we have a face-off coming up to the right of goaltender Backstrom in the Hermantown zone.
Yeah, Pionk and Sturl going to take the draw here. Pionk wins that draw and gets over on the other side to Dowd. Dowd trying to play it in. And this is Sams. Dowd gets it out to center, picked up by Peart. Peart now with it behind the net. Gets it over to Bonner. Bonner moves it ahead. And Sams is going to get it at center. Sams will get it into Ancliffe, dumps it back in. Peart now has it. Peart now wheeling around, gets it over to Young. Young brings it through center across the blue line. Young will drive in, he'll get behind the D. Young shot! Goal! I believe Easton Young is going to get that goal. No. It might be John Bonner, but loose puck there in the crease area. Grand Rapids brought in by Easton Young. Nice play. Looks like John Bonner might have finished it off there. We'll get the official stat there, but big goal for the Thunderhawks.
Easton Young coming up big for this Grand Rapids team again. Of course, he had a goal against Cloquet on Tuesday night, and now he gives the Thunderhawks some insurance to give them a 4-2 lead with 5:50 remaining in our final period of play.
Easton Young from Jack Peart. I thought it was Easton Young that got it, but couldn't see it because there was a scramble in the front. And now sent in by Ethan Lund. Hermantown down by 2 goals here with 5:20 to go. 4-2 Grand Rapids over Hermantown. And this is Sturl. Sent back in by Carson. Morkway gets it at Carson. And over on the other side. Driven in on shot on net by Peterson. Oh, that's center ice. Holcomb now with it. Murphy sends it across, and Brodzinski knocks it back in. This is Kylan working behind the net. Kylan along that half wall, rather Carson. Well, Carson working to Kylan. Well, Peart will keep it in for Grand Rapids. And Pionk has it. Pionk brings it across the blue line. Pionk trying to get around Young. Nice defensive play. Grand Rapids back the other way. Hunter Bischoff. Bischoff driving in the corner. Shot right on. Saved by Backstrom. Nice chance for Hunter Bischoff there. And it's in Browse. Browse sends it back to Young. Over to Peart. Peart with a shot gets blocked down. Sams. Oh, with it. And this is Browse. Plays it around the corner. Picked up now by DeMars. DeMars keeps it in here for the Thunderhawks. DeMars. Now Pionk. Pionk will get it out. Here's Ancliffe. Will send it back in for the Hawks. And this is Peart. And now here's a chance for Hayden DeMars. DeMars slides it over. Trying to slide it over to Henry Sturl. Nice unselfish play by Hayden DeMars there.
Yes, that's a great point there. You could have easily shot there and, maybe could have scored, but, that works too, moving it over to the side where the net's open, over to Sturl. He tried doing that. It didn't work out, but, that's the type of players that coaches like, unselfish players that move the puck, and that was just a great play by DeMars, but unfortunately for him, it didn't work out. But he does have one goal tonight, so he's been playing a very good game tonight, and a big part of this Thunderhawks team in this one.
Yeah, Hayden DeMars trying to set up sophomore Henry Sturl in front of the net, and impressive game for the Thunderhawks here tonight, Blake. And with Grand Rapids switching up their lines, 3:10 left here to go. 4-2 Grand Rapids over Hermantown. And Young, Theodore Murphy, now brought out by Holcomb. Holcomb sends it back in. In there to get his Bischoff in the corner, picked up by Carson. Over to Kylan. Kylan works it across to Pierce. Pierce now will skate it out. Pierce sends it up to Biondi. In there, and Pierce takes it away. Peart. Gets it behind as Kylan sends a shot in the corner. Hermantown needs to get a goal badly, quickly here. This is Peart. Peart behind the net as he now will picked up by Holcomb. Holcomb over to Peart. Sends it ahead to Bischoff. Bischoff will send it back into the Hermantown end. 2:15 left here, period number 3. 4-2, Grand Rapids over Hermantown. Here comes Pierce. Pierce with it, drive in. Nice little backhander. Clafton to save. Back comes the Grand Rapids. Wade Brose sends it. Hermantown does have the extra attacker on the ice. And we get a whistle stoppage of play.
It's really been amazing to see how much this Grand Rapids team has improved. Start the season, 2 big wins against Benilde St. Margaret's and Minnetonka. Then they hit a major cold stretch. They lost 2 games to Warroad and Roseau for their first losses of the season. Then they went down to the Braemar Classic in Edina. They struggled there against Eden Prairie and Edina. And then, they started playing mediocre hockey for the most part. But now, at the end of the season, they've been playing just great hockey. They can play with anyone in the state. If they played Edina and Eden Prairie again, it would be a great game. So this team has improved drastically throughout the season, and it's going to be fun to see them play in the section playoffs for how good they've been playing here at the end of the regular season.
Yeah, they definitely have played so well here in the second half of the season, and that long
scoring update from the Hippodrome. Final score, Evelyn Gilbert 5 and North Shore 0.
sent in their corner. Shot Holcomb. Holcomb now with it. Sends it in to Murphy. Over on the other side to DeMars. DeMars wheeling around Pierce defending on the play. Young in there to help out. Now Jack Peart back in his own end. A minute 20 line left here, period number 3. And this is brought in by Holcomb. Now Peart sends it across over to Young. Young sends it back in. Over to Sams trying to get that loose puck. Sams will come through center. Gets it over to Pierce. Pierce drives it in. Shot. Save. Carter Clafton.
Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey, and they wish best of luck to all players on the playoffs ahead and to have fun. And the Rink Sports Grill in Evelyn offers large and small group seating with meeting areas available, full menu, limited menu, or buffet. They can cater your event, party, or meeting.
Hermantown has taken their goalie out. Another timeout coming up here.
So a minute 8 remaining in period number 3. Hermantown down by 2 goals. It's going to be very tough for them to maybe come back in this one. But it's been kind of a... Hermantown has not been in this situation very much in this season. They're coming off a loss to Lakeville South. And now they're trailing Grand Rapids. They only have 2 losses on the season. That came to Eden Prairie and Lakeville South, and if they fall today, it would be their 3rd loss of the season and 2 losses going into the section playoffs.
Yeah, so playoffs starting next Tuesday for both teams here. And the extra attacker is out there for the Hermantown Hawks. A minute 5 left here to go at the RA Civic Center. Young moves ahead to DeMars. DeMars gets in the corner, picked up at Pierce. Pierce, long pass for Biondi. And sent down Biondi, shot on. No icing on the play as the Hermantown Hawks had the penalty. And we got a timeout by Hermantown here. So 50 seconds left to go here. Grand Rapids 4, Hermantown 2.
So talking about the Section 7 AA seeds, they haven't came out yet, but Andover with a clear number 1 for the playoffs. Grand Rapids looks like, especially if they get the win tonight, they will be locked in at number 2. 3, 4, and 5. We'll have to wait and see what happens there, though. I saw Dave Spihar, that account on Twitter, posting that Duluth East could still get number 5 for the section playoffs. So, those should be coming out very soon here, and it's going to be interesting to see where they put the 3, 4, and 5 teams in Section 7 AA.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow morning as they do the seeding in Section 7 AA. Lund with a chance right on. Biondi trying to work it out front. Loose puck in front. Carlin Biondi sends a shot and up and out of play. Scramble in front of the net. Nice jibe by Carter Clafton. Multiple chances there for the Hermantown Hawks. 32 seconds left. Thunderhawks 4, Hermantown 2. Biondi now to take the draw against Holcomb. Biondi gets that control of the puck, and the Young will bring it out. Young gets it over on the other side to Bischoff. Bischoff sends it towards the net and in offside. And Carter Clafton is coming off the ice, and in comes senior goaltender number 35, Jacob Aiken. So senior goaltender getting into the game here. Nice touch there by goaltender And into Peart. And sent out by Grand Rapids, and that's it. Grand Rapids Thunderhawks are going to get the 4-2 victory over the Hermantown Hawks here tonight. Big win for Grand Rapids to continue this winning streak and this strong defensive play, Blake. Great effort here tonight by the Thunderhawks.
Yeah, what a moment there for the backup goalie, Jacob Aiken. He goes in net for the final few seconds. You know, it's tough when you're a senior. You're the backup goalie. Carter Clafton played every game pretty much for the Thunderhawks in the regular season. And they end the season with a big 4-2 victory over Hermantown. They're riding a 7-game winning streak going into the section playoffs. So this team is hot. You do not want to face them in the section playoffs. They might be the hottest team in the state of Minnesota, I would say.
Yeah, right now this Grand Rapids Thunderhawks team is so good. They've been fun to watch here this year. We've enjoyed covering them. Shout out to the seniors on this Grand Rapids Thunderhawks team. We've been enjoying covering you. I've had a chance in youth hockey and through doing some radio games, and now this year covering the games on our live streams on youth hockey. And Up North Hockey has been a lot of fun. So shout out to the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks seniors, and good luck on your future endeavors. Big win here for the Thunderhawks tonight. Again, solid defensive effort. Only giving up 2 goals here tonight. They're a fun team to watch. They're going to be dangerous here in the playoffs, Blake.
And that concludes our live streaming coverage of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks for the 2019-2020 season. We covered them quite a bit as they've been a very fun team to watch. It started in Game 1 when they got the victory over Benilde St. Margaret's. Fun team to watch, and it's going to be fun to watch them in the section playoffs. I'm thinking about going to their quarterfinal game, which is probably going to be against the Anoka Tornadoes. So we'll probably have live Twitter updates and coverage of that one. But please stay tuned to our 3 social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, for our plans for the section playoffs.
Yeah, and don't forget, we have our Iron Range Apparel Player of the Game coming up, so stay tuned to our 3 social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as we'll be posting the Player of the Game, and Blake has our 3rd period scoring summary.
So Grand Rapids took a 4-2 lead. The only goal in the 3rd period, scoring the goal, was Easton Young, with the assist going to Jack Peart. And that's our final score here tonight. 4-2 in favor of Grand Rapids. And the shots on goal, 36-23 in favor of the Hermantown Hawks. And tonight's 3rd period scoring summary and stats are brought to you by Iron Range Goalie Academy, serving the Arrowhead Region's goaltenders and CAPS Association clinics and one-on-one training at their facility in Coleraine. Contact them today at 218-256-1501. That's 218-256-1501. Check out Iron Range Goalie Academy on Facebook and Instagram.
Well, this closes out our season here for live streaming in Grand Rapids. Can we appreciate the staff here at in Grand Rapids? We appreciate their help. And it's been fun coming over here, and good luck to the Thunderhawks in the playoffs. And also, it's our last time streaming the Hermantown Hawks for the season as well. So we wish both teams, the Hermantown Hawks and the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, the best of luck in the Section 7 AA and 7A playoffs.
So, 2 more games remaining on Up North Hockey for the regular season. Tomorrow night we have Eveleth Gilbert and St. Thomas Academy from the Eveleth Hippodrome. Puck drop set for that game at 6 o'clock, I believe, or earlier start for that Valentine's Day tilt between the Cadets and Golden Bears, so make sure to tune in for that one. And then, of course, our last broadcast of the 2019-2020 season will be from East Grand Forks. We'll be making the trek west, 3 hours from Grand Rapids here, as it'll be St. Cloud Cathedral and East Grand Forks in a top 5 Class AA matchup. So that should be a fun one going into the section playoffs. You know, these last few games, they're all kind of tune-up games for all the teams as the seedings are coming out. But either way, that could be a preview of maybe a state tournament semifinal. You know, East Grand Forks has to get by Warroad at Thief River Falls. Very tough section there. But, you know, two very tough teams and good teams in Class A.
Right, yeah, I mean, it's if East Grand Forks, St. Cloud both comes out of their sections, that game's going to play a huge part in seeding for the state tournament as well. So that's a game that both the Crusaders and the Green Wave certainly want to both win that game.
The Rig Sports Grill in Eveleth offers casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rig Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. And Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey, and they wish best of luck to all players on the playoffs ahead and to have fun. Final score from the Miners Memorial Building, 3-2 in favor of Greenway. A tight battle there. Still, we don't know if Greenway was missing some players, but that gives Virginia some momentum going into the playoffs as they will play Greenway on Tuesday night for the quarterfinals.
Yeah, it certainly does. You know, back-to-back games against the opponent, that certainly helps the Blue Devils, helps the Raiders. That'll be a big matchup, the quarterfinal Tuesday night in Coleraine. So once again, our final score from the IRA Civic Center, it's the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks 4 and the Hermantown Hawks 2. Make sure to tune in tomorrow night at 6 o'clock for a Valentine's Day tilt between the Eveleth Gilbert Golden Bears and the St. Thomas Academy Cadets from the Eveleth Hippodrome. Good night, everyone.